Welcome back to the final round of Swiss here at the Vancouver Regional Championships. Today, right now we have Hayden, Jacobus on your left. He's a senior player who is mulliganing. He just aged up this year, used to be a senior. Had a lot of accolades as a senior, qualified for Worlds multiple times, won states and regionals and all that sort of thing a bunch.
8 at Worlds, I think.
Are you top 8 at Worlds?
Top 8 or 16.
Oh. Oh, I think it was the 2012 year, yeah. But either way, good player. This is his first big Masters tournament at least. He's doing pretty well. On your right, we have Chase Moloney. He won Worlds and Seniors in 2012 in Hawaii. He won this BC States last year. He's just qualified for Worlds last year, top 8 at Worlds last year, one of the best players in the area. Amelia actually picked him to win the entire event today.
Yeah. Well on our way.
But before that can happen, he's going to have to beat Hayden here. These players have to play. I believe that maybe some 17-pointers will make it. That's 5x2, but
Too scary to draw.
yeah, you definitely can't draw. When the difference is so many points, you just can't draw into 10th place for a box and however many points. So it looks like Hayden's going first, and he is on Donphan, and Chase is playing Seismitoad, Garbodor, Crushing Hammer, Team Flare, Grunt. So there's energy removal Seismitoad, basically. I'm not actually sure how this matchup will go. I assume that if Chase can get a early Quaking Punch, it'll be difficult
Chase
for him
plays
to keep
counters
up.
to the standard Donphan spin turn dudes. So it seems like just on paper it should probably be in Chase's favor from Seismitoad. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, Seismitoad combined with the being able to chip away at his energy. Donphan only needs 1 to attack, but he probably needs more than that to kind of get ahead. And if he can Team Flare, Team Flare Gun won't come into play, I guess, too much because Donphan will really be active, but Crushing Hammer can play a big part. And it looks like we're going to see
Sky. Chase will have trouble KOing like Outragers just because his main attacker is Seismitoad, but even if he has trouble with it, it doesn't seem to matter how long it would take.
Yeah, and Chase does play. He does play things that can defeat the safeguarders. He plays Reshiram.
Right.
He plays 2 of those, I think.
And Garbodor.
Garbodor shuts them off entirely. So I think the matchup's in Chase's favor, but
It's probably close-ish.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't. I don't know enough about it to really comment. I'm sure it's not a blowout in either direction. Chase playing his second Seismitoad. Misses the DCE, just attaches a Lone Water and passes the turn. That's going to be unfortunate if you're Chase. You definitely want to start.
Definitely.
You want to start Quaking Punches as soon as possible, but Hayden has discarded 2 DCEs and 2 Junipers, so he's going through resources pretty early as well.
I suppose actually Chase does have the option to Grenade Hammer, the Seismitoad's second attack, which would KO Outragers with a Muscle Band.
That's very true.
So we'll see if, Hayden looks like he's Ultra Balling, gets the Donphan. Pretty good start for him. He'll be able to do 90 to the Seismitoad and switch into presumably Kyurem.
Indeed, and I mean, Hayden getting a quick start like this is definitely not great for Chase, but Chase is also kind of playing the slow game anyway. There's the turn, send up the Kyurem. Muscle Band is the draw for Chase. Plays the Reshiram.
So if he does get the Quaking Punch here, that's very strong. Hayden will have to find a double colorless to retreat that Kyurem.
And he does.
Yeah,
he do the double colorless at the very least. There's the Garbodor. Toxin's active. There's the DCE. And 50 and no items. There's a DCE.
So that doesn't even knock out the Seismitoad, unfortunately, for Hayden.
Yeah, Hayden just chose to do that over retreating and getting himself in the same position next turn. It might have been correct to go for the knockout, though. I'm not actually sure. There goes a strong energy.
This seems maybe unwinnable for Hayden.
You think so?
Just that now that it's playing out, Chase, I should like never miss the quaking punch to trainer lock Hayden out of float stones. Like he'll just have big basics sitting up there,
Right.
doing nothing.
Yeah, I guess I didn't think about the float zone issue. That matters a whole lot. I know that Hayden, when I walked over to him and asked him to be on stream, he seemed kind of nervous about his matchup. He didn't really elaborate, but he didn't seem happy to be playing Chase.
Obviously, Halucha and Sigalef are easier to get out of the active position, but it'll still expend a lot of energy, especially while Chase is throwing crushing hammers at you.
Definitely, and you see Chase already has this Seismitoad's definitely going to go down, but Chase already has the other one ready to go. Garbodor's online. Chase does play 4 Seismitoad, so he's just going to try and stream those as often as possible.
Yep.
And draws a Donphan for Hayden, which is going to be important, just getting the second one up. But yeah, I was going to say, I think he just attacks with the Kyurem there and makes Chase knock out the Kyurem before anything else.
This second Seismitoad is going to be very hard to deal with.
Chase is going to go ahead and Skyla.
Crushing hammer in his hand, so he'll be able to knock out the Kyurem and possibly remove an energy from one of the Donphans.
Yeah, unfortunately, Hayden does have 2 Donphans with energy on them, but just being able to knock off one at least limits Hayden's options.
Right.
There's the Ultra Ball. Starting Karina. No, it would be Karina. Something in another Ultra Ball, I believe. Chase mistakenly plays as Juniper, but he's already played a supporter, thankfully. There's the third Seismitoad. Rushing Hammer is a heads. There's a knockout.
Do we know if Chase is playing lasers at all?
I don't think he plays lasers, no. He does play 3 Team Flare Grunt, which are kind of dead here.
Yeah.
They'll probably almost never actually do anything.
Yeah. Toad's really good against empty chairs. Oh, yeah.
Interesting that he chooses to send up Zekrom here instead of Halucha.
Oh, Chase plays 4 lasers, apparently.
Yeah, that boosts Seismitoad's damage output by quite a bit.
Yeah, definitely. Also has the trouble of just locking something active.
Yeah.
You know, putting it asleep, and he can't. Hayden already can't attach float stones.
Right.
Chase drops the float stone on the Mewtwo. Another crushing hammer. Another heads. 3 in a row from Chase and a perfect Juniper.
Feel bad deck.
You don't really get too many Juniper high fives when you're playing crushing hammers. There's a Verbank. There's the laser.
So he
The
will
heads
be doing
again.
a lot of damage
4
this
for
turn.
4 heads. He'll be at 80. Hayden stays asleep just to add
Good
more
lord.
coin flips. Second Vikram. Interesting that Hayden plays 3 Outragers.
Yeah. Some people people were cutting down to 1, I believe, or at least
Yeah.
considering it. So, not sure.
Interesting.
Especially Zekrom over Reshiram. I'm not.
Most people play the Zekrom, I think, just for Evil Talls and Lugias. I think it's mostly just irrelevant, but there are some
Right.
advantages to it. Chase takes the knockout. Chase down to 4 prizes.
Having a smash tourney in the background if you guys were able to hear that.
Oh, a Super Smash Brothers. Yeah. Jacob Van Wagner is better at Super Smash Brothers than he is at Pokemon, at least today. Ending both players down to 4. And wow, Hayden needs to draw an actual energy. He doesn't have any on board.
Yeah.
How terrible. Alright.
And Chase is just going to start knocking stuff out with a grenade hammer.
Miss,
once he gets
miss.
a little
Oh,
more
he hit the energy.
on prizes.
There's the fighting stadium. Energy.
Yeah, Hayden will be able to take a chunk out of that Seismitoad, but I'm not sure if it will be enough in the long run. Just not having Flowstone is such a pain.
Yeah, honestly.
It's another laser. The Burbank is gone, so he would need. No. He should be KOing that Zekrom. Right? Is that a new one?
Oh, that's a new one.
Oh,
The other one,
that's-
the other
okay,
one
he
got
the
knocked
other
out.
one. Alright.
But Chase's 5th heads in a row.
Yeah, Chase is on fire. Maybe that's part of the strategy. Just flip all heads.
Yep. And there's the DCE, so he's able to Grenade Hammer now. Grenade Hammer does 1 something, right?
120.
120
and
and
then
then
30 to 2 of your bench dudes.
Alright.
Yeah, so
Hayden.
you just wax it for 60. This may end up being pretty close. The Zekrom is going to be able to do attack for 80 if Hayden chooses to do that. Although he would be 1 off.
Donphan did 90.
Yeah. Yeah, Seismitoad has 180, I believe.
No, he did more than that because he had the fighting stadium out.
Okay.
And there's the basic fighting on the Donphan. There's the knockout for 2. Send up the Garbodor.
I take back my statement about this being unwinnable for Hayden. Just in time.
And there's an N. I mean, the N is going to probably be the thing that wins him the game here, but with Hayden already having 2 energy on board and 3 Donphan up, as well as this, the prize Chase is going to take this turn if he
Yeah, the
He takes it, it's
Seismitoad
gonna
has to
be
go
the
a
Zekrom.
long way.
definitely.
He's not even able to KO that Zekrom with a Quaking Punch.
If he draws the Verbank, he can. But other than that, he cannot. Just gonna take a look at his discard pile.
I think he'd still need a Muscle Band, even with Burbank, because he'd be doing 60 total.
Yeah, he has 70 on it. Because he did 50 plus the poison is 60 and then add the 70. There's laser to put to sleep, so he must not have the Verbank.
So he just passes the turn.
And waking up is huge there for Hayden.
I'm not sure if I agree with not attacking. I guess he's kind of done for.
I mean,
way.
I think you probably attack there just to have the item blocking active, and then. No, I don't know. It's tough. Actually, no, that's not true because the Zekrom wouldn't get knocked out, so if he just wakes up, you actually just lose. Although it is fresh, so maybe not. I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah.
And there's the switch. Donphan heals the poison, and then a bike for 4.
Nice.
There's the retreat. And there's the knockout.
Yeah, I guess these Outragers did end up being a pain. Poor little Seismitoad.
Band on the old Seismitoad. Juniper. So he has a DCE to knock out this Zekrom if he wants, but it's going to be an uphill battle. No more EXs on Hayden's side. And State's going to have to take 4 natural prizes. There's a Stampy. There's a muscle band on the Lucha.
Grabs another band. It's just gonna hit Mewtwo again this turn.
Just attach the band somewhere, thin out your deck a bit, and every Pokemon on Hayden's field has a tool attached. It's got to be some sort of achievement. Bounce to that Donphan. Draw an Ultra Ball.
I'm not sure if Chase really has an out here. Hayden just has so many Donphans.
Yeah, with only 1 prize remaining on Hayden's side of the field, I'm not sure. Like he's ending him here to 1, but it doesn't really matter, I don't think. Like he just has all the things he needs.
Yep.
And even Chase is only drawing 3 cards. But we've seen crazier things happen.
He could get like a megaphone and yeah. Gotta be what he's hoping.
Looks like he drew Trebus, Grunt, Seismitoad.
Yeah. He's just gonna go for the KO with Grenade Hammer.
And there's a Sigilyph, and there's the N. He named himself to 1.
That Sigilyph is a pain too at this point.
Yeah, for sure. One card for Hayden. Is that one of the Kirams?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's the legendary treasures on.
You can see frustration in Chase's body language.
Yeah.
Definitely not how he wanted this match to go.
This one is interesting because it played out really fluidly. It's both decks doing what they're meant to, and
Right, Hayden just got ahead.
Hayden's just came out on top. That Donphan should be able to KO Seismitoad this turn, right?
I think he has 90 on it.
Yeah.
So 40. No, that's a
more than
Verbank in
90.
play. So attack. Switch to Sigilyph. Maybe Chase has the Lysander.
He did do.
He has a computer search.
He's got to get Muscle Band and DCE for that.
No, he just
Oh,
he can
the
just
Lysander.
Lysander
Wow.
anything.
That
So,
was sick.
that was actually really a very good game. We thought Chase was going to take it down. Chase got ahead early. Hayden came back in the mid game and late game, and Chase had it.
Yeah.
Wow. Chase, as we've all said throughout this tournament, Chase is one of the best players in the area. Not to knock Hayden, Hayden's also very good, but if a win is going to come like that, it's going to be from Chase. Well,
That's got to be so frustrating for Hayden too.
yeah, definitely. It's one of the first times I've been surprised in a long time from playing a game. Like, I just didn't see it coming at all.
Yep. Game's over.
He can't take 4 non-EX prizes. That kind of stuff doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think anything changes in game 2. I mean, did Hayden go first last time?
Yes.
It doesn't. I mean, Chase honestly might actually prefer to go second.
Yeah.
Being able to
in
just
this particular matchup.
right, being able to crushing hammer, being able to even team flare grunt is the only time that's really going to be relevant. If he starts with a fancy, of course, and then being able to quaking punch for the on turn 1.
Yep.
Like, it actually seems much better. And this is the position you get in. Like, I think adding best of 3 to Pokemon was definitely the way to go. But the importance of going first right now is...
Yeah, that game did take a while, I think. Even though both players were playing at like a super brisk pace.
I don't think it took a while, but I do think that like the importance of going first, even though that going first has been neutered now and that you can't attack, is just still so strong. You know, like Chase will get to go first in game 3 if that's what he wants to do.
Right.
Like, it's just time is certainly an issue we've mentioned throughout this tournament, but I don't think it took that long. Almost everyone's still playing.
They're talking about something. I'm not sure what the disagreement is.
They might just be talking about cards. Like, Chase likes to just talk about things like
Alright.
that at the table. Like, it doesn't look like they're calling a judge or anything. I don't actually know what's going on now.
Yeah.
This looks a lot.
So a lot of really strong players are sitting at the X2 tables. We have Paul Johnston playing against Sam Chen, who are teammates and close friends. This is likely the winning in. And let's see, Serena is also playing our friend Trevor Whiten at X2, and we have Tyler at X2, which is crazy X2 field.
Mia Violet, who top 16 worlds this past year, is also X. I think she's actually 403.
Yeah.
So winning will maybe not lock her, but winning will give her a good chance of going in. We
have some players I don't recognize, quite a few actually, which is cool to see.
Yeah, I think a lot of them are Canadian players. David Cohen battling for his spot.
Yep.
It looks like the match might have, or at least one game might have ended. The woman signing the slip. I'm not sure who his opponent is. All right, and we're gonna start. Chase starts Lone Trubbish.
Oh, Hayden's just going in on this Halucha.
There he is.
Suppose that's fine. It does do a lot to Seismitoad.
It's actually probably better than attaching to Fanfree turn 1 anyways.
Right.
Because if he gets crushing hammered, you just want to attach to the Donphan. That's computer search, grabbing a Juniper, I assume.
Let's see how Hayden decides to play this one out. I think he played like very, very well last game. I didn't notice any mistakes that he made.
Yeah, I just think that Chase didn't have to use too many of his resources too early, so that his deck was pretty dense at the end of his with good cards at the end of the game.
Yeah.
I would actually probably have to like replay that, like rewatch it and see what happened, like where the downfall was, but Chase doesn't look happy.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to want to play that turn actually. Yeah, he regrets it after putting it down and asks if he can take it back presumably, but
I mean, it's the free prize for Halucha.
yep.
It's just so good. I assume if he's that stressed out about it, he's gonna have to take a Juniper for a low. Maybe he just takes the end. Doesn't want to get rid of all the nonsense.
Yeah. He definitely seems a little put off by that decision to Jirachi.
Yeah, he seems pretty tilted.
Yeah.
I mean, you never like Jirachi's bad in almost every matchup, and then you get like literally just anything can one hit it in this deck. Like there's a card specifically designed to one hit it basically.
Can't tell if he has a Seismitoad. Maybe. I definitely see a water energy. Maybe there's one there. He seems very frustrated. Keeps grabbing his forehead and doesn't seem sure of what to do.
Catching a DCE. Trubbish.
Trubbish. Okay.
Yeah.
Lasers, its tails. Hayden's able to get the flip zone down onto Zekrom.
Not a good spot for Chase to be in.
Yeah.
Not at all.
We saw how close it was last time when Chase even had a better board.
Right. Chase had an insane start that game too.
Hayden fishes out another Phanpy and a Muscle Band. And just hits the Trubbish. 50.
Laser's the top deck for Chase. Hayden with plenty of action in his hand. Laser is a heads. And Hayden has to get rid of 2 Lysanders off the Juniper. One of them may have been a Team Flare Grunt actually.
Yeah, they look very similar.
Yeah, but that's
from a distance.
Either way, not fun. We'll see the Seismitoad is drawn for Chase. But the DCE might not be there.
No, I don't think it is.
Unfortunate. He also has the Garbodor in hand, but if he's not gonna have a Quaking Punch, he may as well just let the Trubbish get knocked out.
Yeah, powers aren't like super critical to Hayden.
He can also just retreat into the Jirachi and just let that happen now. Or even the Mewtwo, I guess. I think the power that is critical to Chase, though, is the safeguard.
Yeah, like and Zekrom does stay asleep, so...
Yeah, Zekrom stays asleep does give Chase an edge here, but probably not enough of one.
Yeah.
And game's resolving. Most of the Donphan decks play 1 switch card. Some of them play 2, I guess, but most of the sets play 1, so he might have that out. He doesn't draw it.
There's not exactly a lot of setting up Chase has to do, though. So this buying him more turns is not as important as, say, like, if he was playing Genesect or something.
Definitely. And we see that Chase drew a Crushing Hammer this turn, so that's, again, kind of the path to Chase's victory here. Also, the game was still tied 6-6. Like, it's definitely, Hayden has a better board state right now, but it's not like, we saw what happened last game. It's not as if the game was over by any stretch of the imagination. Hopefully Chase has that draw supporter. I think he has an N in his hand. There's another Crushing Hammer as well. 2 Crushing Hammer heads there on both the Donphan energies might have actually tilted it in Chase's favor.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Taking the Halittra.
He's like 6-0 or something on flips, at least.
I think he's 6-2 right now.
Okay.
He missed that last one. Still very insane. He should be 4-4 if you believe that's how the universe works. But
Some people believe in fate. Some people believe in Chase Moloney.
Pokemon's a game of fate. I dare anyone to watch that last game and tell me that Pokemon's not a game of fate. Oh, there's a DCE. Oh, well, nope. There it is. All right. And now this is where Chase can start winning. He's still behind, don't get me wrong. But this is the place. This is how Chase wins if he is going to win this game.
Mia seems excited. She may have won that last round. And her opponent, Koichi, looks pretty disappointed. So
Mia Violet may be locked into the top 8 at 5-0 and 3. Mia's on a tear. Getting her.
Yeah.
She just started playing last year, I think. Maybe the year before.
Seriously, at least. She definitely played the year before last year.
Okay. But getting her Worlds invite, top 8ing a bunch of events, top 16ing Worlds, and now probably locking up a top 8 here is pretty impressive.
Yep. Alright, so
some damage on the Seismitoad from the Zekrom.
Yeah, Chase will be able to get these water energy down onto the other Seismitoad.
So how much did Zekrom do? It had 100 on it last turn, so it did 120.
Yeah.
Okay. So it will definitely be knocked out this turn by the Donphan because the Zekrom will get knocked out this turn.
Yep.
There's a third Seismitoad, and this game was starting to remind me of how last game went. You know, Chase is just now he's playing the 3 Seismitoads, right?
Yeah.
And there's the knockout. Promotes the Hawlucha. Draws a Karina. Donphan. There's the energy needs, and there's an N. And not going to be too brutal, just giving Chase -1 card. Hayden is going to go up 2 prizes here, though. Or he's going to go up 1 prize, take 2 here.
Yeah, and Hayden will be looking for Sibilith. And hoping that Chase doesn't draw a tool for Garbodor.
Yeah. There's the Sibilith.
Yeah.
No Floatstone, though.
Yeah.
Also, he's not
Well,
actually.
he
He's not.
can't use it, so.
Right. He's not going to even need the Sibilith. He's going to attack with the Hawlucha this turn. It doesn't look like the Quaking Punch Lock is going to be broken anytime soon. Crushing Hammerheads. Look at how tilted Hayden is. Takes it off the Donphan there.
Just nightmares from Sableye times.
Honestly. There's the DCE, so now he has an attacking
Yep.
Seismitoad. Well, I'll take it back. But he can have the attacking Seismitoad and one with a single water on it. I think that's probably what you want to be doing.
Yeah.
He needs to get waters on one of them, but I think he's still going to have to lose at least one more. And I don't think you want to lose the one with 3 energy for basically no reason. Juniper there. There's the laser. So that's going to be a knockout. Oh wait, actually won't be unless Chase has a band.
Yeah.
Alright, well,
Wow.
that's a big game actually.
These coin flips, man.
Yeah, this is coin flip format. He drew the switch too, just to add insult to injury. Well, and it's going to get knocked out going into Chase's turn too, right?
Yep.
Because it has 70?
Yep.
Wow.
I believe so. I'm not sure on that.
Nope, yep, it just got knocked out.
Yeah,
That's a
okay.
huge game.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to promote the Sigilyph, obviously, but I mean, things have swung back into Chase's favor. Only slightly, I think. I don't think it's dominating either, but having that getting 2 Quaking Punches off with no response is so big.
Yep.
Second water there for Chase.
And then it looks like he's just going to do the same thing of running through Hayden's last Pokemon with Grenade Hammer.
I assume he's going to go and get the... Oh, he's getting a Trubbish, actually. I thought he was going to go get the 4th Toad.
Yeah, and the difference in this game is that Chase is not as far behind
Oh, not at all.
as the other game.
Hayden does have a better setup, though. Well, no, I guess not. I guess that's not true. He only has 1 energy on the board.
Chase has to find a tool for Garbodor.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's why he's Ultra Balling just up there on his deck a bit.
Does have the Juniper. Oh, or Chorus. Sure.
Draw the same amount of cards and save the Juniper. Could you imagine if he just gets Tool for Garbodor, Crushing Hammer heads? Just like actually
Maybe
just...
Hayden will just walk away from the table.
Oh my god. I wouldn't be surprised. Don't get me wrong, like I definitely have gone tilt before, but I definitely am anti-tilt myself. It's just a game, etc. You know, the cards are all legal, no Johns, but Crushing Hammer is probably the most tilting card
These are
in
like
the format.
the most tilting cards all put into one deck, so.
Right, definitely. Like ability lock, item lock,
it's only missing an enhanced
sleep lock. Yeah, seriously. And there's the tool.
Yep.
Looks like he's considering playthrough. He might not. I think he has to. I don't see why he wouldn't. There's the laser. It's heads.
Oh my goodness.
It won't matter. Oh no, he has 90. It won't matter. Darbotoxin's active. And DCE was drawn by Chase as well. He does wake up. He does have an energy on board, so he can pay to retreat the Sigalith and then attack.
Yep.
And that Seismitoad is fresh, totally clean of damage.
Yep. Yeah, Hayden seems very frustrated. He's gonna be more forceful with his cards. I would be too.
I mean, yeah, rightfully so. The deck is frustrating, and Chase has been around the block a few times. It's not like he doesn't understand it.
Yeah.
It's not like he's gonna not play a frustrating deck. I don't think any of us would just choose to play the deck that makes our opponent feel better, but like, it is frustrating to play against for sure. And once again, in that situation where it gets,
to retreat.
He did have a strong energy in his hand before he played the Taurus, but he also might have just been waiting for that to get knocked out. I'm honestly not sure what would be correct there. It does put Chase down to 3. It doesn't actually matter. He doesn't have EXs. What would you have done there? Would you have attached the strong and then Taurus and being able to retreat?
Yes.
I guess if you do that, it puts it so that he at least has to attack the Sigalith before.
Yeah, the Sigalith gets a little longer.
Right. He gets to get knocked out going back into your turn, which is important.
The biggest thing is that it's knocked out going into Chase's turn. So I think that was a float stone onto that Seismitoad.
Yeah, I think he's going to retreat and go for the knockout and just really put some pressure on him.
Yep.
Chase doesn't look super happy with his position, but I think he ought to be.
Yeah.
I mean, he could also just be slowing down to make sure.
Yeah, I think
he's like 75.
Permanently in the tank now.
Right. He's like 80% to win at this point, probably.
Yeah.
So like, I think he's just sitting back and just. Here's a draw. Just draw the Juniper. Not sure how much that matters. I don't know if he really has much that he needs to draw into.
Let's get another Sigalith, but it is not relevant.
He can't play any of this stuff. Oh no, he can.
Yeah,
sorry. He did the big attack. Right. I was like, wait. What's going on? So he can't knock Chase out this turn. Chase can knock him out the next turn. And Chase needs to take one more prize total.
Yeah.
Again, after last game, I'm not going to count anyone out, but
Yeah.
I think Chase is a pretty high favorite to win this game.
Yeah.
Putting Chase down to 2 cards.
It's definitely been a good match, though.
Both
players
definitely.
drew, pretty well.
I'm sure if you're Hayden, you don't think that it's been a good match, but I think that it has. It's been fun to watch, too, which is the most important part. Chase draws an Ultra Ball. He could Ultra Ball his whole hand away. There's the Professor's Letter. Chase is also a very good technical player. Like, he's definitely not the type to get his deck so low that he'll Juniper himself out of it, things like that. You know, like he kind of prides himself on being good at like the mechanics of the game and all that. And there's the water on the Seismitoad. So what should happen here is knockout, put 30 wherever, and then even if you knock my Seismitoad out, I have the second water for the, it's called Grenade Hammer, is that right?
Yeah.
There's the prize. Doesn't like there's an N, and